Oh, it can be so crazy how life works itself out. About a year and a half ago, on December 8th, 2023, Lamar Jackson, starting quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, he tweeted the following. He said, "Raising Canaan is so gas." And when somebody says something is gas, that means it's really, really, really good, and they really, really like it. And he also said, "I want to be in a few episodes." So Lamar Jackson just letting it be known, like, hey, I like the show. I wouldn't mind being in a few episodes. That'd be kind of cool, nice experience or whatnot. And guess what? Mess around and happened for him a little bit later. It was announced 2 days ago that Lamar Jackson will be making his acting debut. Lamar Jackson is already a star. It's so many people who know him, obviously, in the States, in the United States, but then internationally as well. And Lamar Jackson is one of them people. He done made it to where he's on a one-name basis. And what I mean when I say that is people could say Lamar, and they'll know you talking about Lamar Jackson. If people say Kobe, you know they talking about Kobe Bryant. They say Shaq, you know you're talking about Shaquille O'Neal. They say Mahomes, obviously. They Brady, yeah, you get it. So on, and obviously Jordan, so can't leave him out. But he done made it to that. So now Lamar Jackson is taking yet another step in his not even NFL career, but just his career as a whole. And you know what? This is good for the Baltimore Ravens too, because this puts even more eyes on the Baltimore Ravens. Now, let's look at this article. It said the NFL MVP tells people that he's thrilled to be joining Raising Canaan and teases his deadly and dangerous character. Now, I have never watched the show. Never watched it, but I might see what Lamar Jackson got to do. Anyway, it says Lamar Jackson is stepping into a brand new arena. The 28-year-old Baltimore Ravens quarterback will make his acting debut in an upcoming episode of Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, Season 4. People can exclusively reveal. It says Jackson will appear as a guest star in just one episode, playing a character named E-Tone, who's described as an intimidating figure not to be messed with. Well, actually, that kind of sounds like the Lamar Jackson that steps on the football field for the Baltimore Ravens every single week during the season. An intimidating figure not to be messed with. Because Lamar Jackson, you already know that he's the best, not just the best quarterback in the NFL. No. But he's the best player in the world. And usually if I give a take on something that is an opinion of mine, I will follow it up with in my opinion. But let me tell you, that's not an opinion. That's fact. Anyway, continuing with Lamar Jackson, it says in a statement, the 2024 NFL MVP tells people, "I'm so excited for fans to see me in this new role and thrilled to be a part of Power Book 3, Raising Canaan." And he said, while his role in the story is unclear based on people's exclusive first look photos, he'll be involved somehow with Unique, who is on a warpath, the source this season after a surprise resurrection in the season 3 finale. So that boy is in his acting bag. Lamar Jackson done made it. And this is good for him because y'all remember what a lot of the conversation, especially when it was around contract time for Lamar Jackson. So many people, he needs an agent. He needs it. Y'all remember that? I know y'all remember that because it got very, very ugly. So many people talk about that. They say, hey, where's Lamar Jackson's brand deals? Why he don't got his own shoe? Why he not signed on with Nike? Why he don't got this, that, and the third? And look, I get all that. Because you want, especially somebody who you like, somebody who you rooting for their success and whatnot, you want them to have all the success that they could possibly get. And when these players, and just really people in general, when they get their brand deals, it's a beautiful thing to see because that means that they have grown so much to where brands will reach out to them and say, hey, could you sponsor our product? And to see Lamar Jackson be able to get something like this, we done made it because right now we are 32 days away from the NFL draft. And the NFL's official X account, they tweeted out when the Baltimore Ravens first drafted Lamar Jackson. And I was like, man, I will never forget. I was in Chicago. We were visiting my wife's family, and I was watching the draft, live streaming it and everything too. And y'all know I don't watch much college football, but I was on the plane. We were flying up to Chicago, and I was watching NFL Network, and they were talking about all these different quarterbacks and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. I know we done had Joe Flacco for a while. We've been looking a little bit, not looking too hard, but hey, who knows? And then they put Lamar Jackson on the screen. I said, whoa, okay. And they would talk about him. They would show different highlights and whatnot. I was like, oh, okay, this dude crazy. But then what got me, they said that he was from South Florida. I said, he's from okay. I like that. So then from that point on, it was like, hey, this Lamar guy, I don't know. Could it? Nah, it couldn't have. Nah, not the Ravens. They wouldn't do it. Then the draft came, and y'all know first, Ravens, they got Hayden Hurst. And it's like, okay, Ravens, they done. That was their first round draft pick. They only got one first round draft. Okay, cool. All right, cool. And then y'all know, a little bit later, Eagles were on the clock at 32. And so, wait, we got to trade. And it ended up being the Baltimore Ravens trading with the Eagles to select Lamar Jackson. And it was amazing. It's been amazing ever since. So when we have seen Lamar Jackson step to the Baltimore Ravens, step on the field as a rookie, and we've seen how far he's come from his rookie year till now, it's been a beautiful thing to see. And again, like I said earlier, this is great for Lamar Jackson. You getting to do something that you've always wanted to do. It's always nice. I'm always happy for people, especially people that I know personally. Not saying I know Lamar Jackson personally, but I'm always happy for people that I know personally, or even if somebody that I don't know, and they having success like that. They getting to do something that they wanted to do. They getting to do something that they dreamed of doing. I love that. I love it. I know one of my boys. He when we were, even after we finished growing up and stuff, he started cooking. Him and his girl, they started cooking. They started making plates of food for people and whatnot. I'm like, okay. And they said, hey, we would love to open up a restaurant. And I thought, that'd be cool. Because their food was good. Like, it'd be one thing. If their food was bad, they're like, we want to open up a restaurant. I'd be like, no, don't do that. But their food was actually good. And so they kept selling plates. They started selling them and making them and selling them. And then they started growing. They kept growing. And now they got their own restaurant. And they were even on Food Network. And we had went to their house for to watch the episode of, I forgot what the show was on Food Network that they were on. But it was so cool to see, because I'm like, this is somebody that I know personally, grew up with, and this is what they wanted to do, and they making it happen. So I love to see that for people. So with Lamar Jackson, he's making it happen. And again, this brings more eyes on him. And now this acting thing goes good for, who knows? And now I have seen people say, what's he doing acting? That's going to take away from his football regimen, excuse me. What about the workouts? What about practicing? What about film? What about... It's like, number one, everything will work itself out. These football players, they do have time off too. They're not required to be doing anything right now. They're not required to be at the stadium at the Owens Mills. It's not a requirement right now. So that will all work itself out. It'll be just fine. And another thing somebody mentioned too, they were like, hold up. Lamar, this could have happened a while ago too. He could have filmed all this stuff maybe even last year. Who knows? Who knows when it got filmed? Because as y'all know, especially with movies and stuff, and I know this is a show, but for movies and stuff, they say with a lot of times the filming, it takes place months, sometimes even years before the movie comes out. So with Lamar Jackson and his acting, even though he said he's just in one episode for now, who knows when it even happened. But I wouldn't even worry about, what's this going to have? What kind of impact is this going to have on his football? No, just please, let's not. But again, we are happy for Lamar Jackson. Now, again, this could bring even more eyes to the Baltimore Ravens too, business-wise, because again, people know who Lamar Jackson is. Hold up, the starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, the 2-time, should have been 3-time NFL MVP, but it is what it is. But he's acting, so a lot of people that tune into that show now, they're gonna be tuning in to watch him also play football. So Baltimore Ravens could draw even more fans, which is a beautiful thing. I know there's a lot of fans that say, oh, man, all these new fans, they only came on since Lamar came aboard. And while that is true, because a lot of fans, don't you want that? Don't you want more spotlight on the Baltimore Ravens? You want more attention on the Baltimore Ravens? Because if Ravens get more attention, then we get more eyes on us, and maybe some stuff will go in our favor a little bit more. Some calls here, some calls there. Hey. But anyway, I'm just happy for Lamar Jackson. I'm happy for him. He's really been getting stuff, because we seen a commercial a couple months ago. Maybe it was at the beginning of the season. The commercial for Gatorade. Say, oh, hey, they go Lamar Jackson, Gatorade, yeah. Remember Lamar Jackson in, what was it, the GQ magazine? So Lamar, hey, he been doing some stuff, man. He been doing some stuff. So one thing that I would always ask people, because people be like, all right, why Lamar ain't got this endorsement deal, that endorsement deal, why he don't got all that? I'll say, hey, who knows if he could be turning down a lot of stuff. It's just with how private him and his camp are, it's so much stuff that we don't know. It's so much stuff that we don't see. It's so much stuff that we are not aware of when it comes to a Lamar Jackson, because he's very private with everything. Again, he was the one that announced this. He was the one that let this out the bag. So it's nobody knew. Nobody leaked anything. Nobody was like, oh, hey, I heard Lamar Jackson, he was acting. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. So that's how private his stuff is. Like Lamar, if he wants something to get out, it'll get out. If he don't want it to get out, it ain't getting out. So shout out to him. Shout out to Lamar. Shout out to I'm glad that he is doing this thing. And you know, this goes for all of y'all too. I want y'all to go out there and go do your thing, man. I know we can't just up and leave whatever we doing, up and leave our job, up and leave our career, up and leave whatever it might be, to go try to sort of fulfill a dream almost. But you can do little stuff here and there on the side and whatnot. Have it as a little side hustle and whatnot. And hey, you never know, because it could end up just working out like crazy. And I tell y'all already know our story. We were working our normal 9-to-5 job, and yeah, it was pretty stressful. But anyway, we obviously love talking about the Ravens, enjoy doing YouTube, and we would still do it on the side and whatnot. And then it just ended up working itself out. It ended up working itself out to where the channel, it was growing. But then as the channel was growing, I was still working, but then we ended up getting laid off. And we've been laid off. It's funny because the time like really lined up with Lamar Jackson's career. It's really, really crazy because we had been at that job for like 3 years prior, and we got laid off we got a promotion in April of 2018. So that's when, a little before the Ravens drafted Lamar. But then in August of 2018, so right before preseason, that's when we got laid off. So, but then we've been doing the YouTube ever since. So it worked itself out. Now I know everybody's story is different, but I do always enjoy when they make stuff happen. Like my guy who actually sent out some honey. My guy sent out some honey. And this is sweet with a bee sting. Cause look, I love honey. I put honey in tea. I put it on wings. I use it for food. The honey is just good for everything. But my guy from Brown Bear, Good Mood Food, my guy Chef Prince, he just hit me up one day. He said, "Hey, Ray, let me see y'all some of my products." I said, "Oh, okay, cool, no problem." He said, "It's honey." I said, "Okay, yeah, cool, yeah, for sure." Cause I'm with that all day. But he sent it out. And he sent way more than this. But these just two of the ones that I grabbed to show y'all. But it's sweet with a bee sting. So that would be sweet with a little spice. And then this one is smooth and smoky. So he got a bunch of different flavors and whatnot. But he's somebody like he's living his dream, man. He started his own thing and he doing his thing. So it's always nice to see people be able to do that. Some stuff takes a little more time than others. Some stuff you got to put a lot more work in. Some stuff it may be a little easier, whatnot. But it's always nice to see people just really getting after it. That's what just this whole Lamar Jackson thing reminded me of. And I really hope the best for y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Team Keep It Clean. Y'all make everything happen. Everything that you see on this channel, y'all made it happen. It nothing to do with me. Everything to do with y'all. And I just want to let y'all know this was just a nice reminder of why I appreciate y'all, because y'all support is crazy. It's crazy. I thank you for everything. Again, shout out to Lamar for doing your thing. Get in the acting game now. We're going to see how it goes. Looking forward to it. But special shout out to y'all as well. We out.